Good morning, everyone. Well, for me, it's like 5:30 in the morning, so good morning to me, I guess. The reason why I am up so early in the morning, I usually wake up at 6, not 5. We are going to the Kinze plant in Iowa because my dad got the newest 3665 planter, something along those lines. I can't remember. It's like the brand new, the Mac Daddy of all planters. So we're gonna go there and hopefully actually get to see it being built. Like, we're gonna see the first iteration of it all the way to where our serial number is going to be slapped on one of the frames or whatever. So that'll be pretty cool. All right, let's go. Open the door. Wow. Rear fold planter. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. You get a hitch cover. You get toy grain carts. Look at that. Big blue. That's cool though. So you got the model, that's a 1300, that thing's huge. Then they got the one with the giant tires. That one has row crop duals. It's got the floaters, and then this one has the tracks. Ooh, they got a bunch of shirts. You gonna get me a sweatshirt or something? Hello! Oh, nice. Yeah, Farm Sim 22 shirt. Oh. I might have to get that. That is awesome. I'm so excited about your planning.
None of this was here when
None of this was here?
No, really.
This is all brand new to you.
All new to me.
Look at the giant cutting.
Tour guide for the day. My name is Chris Pleasant.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
I'm the value stream manager out there for this product line. So actually, you guys are getting a 3660. I own a 3600 that I've been farming for 30 years.
I've had a 3600. My dad and I built it in 2000, and that's the same one I've got until this other place.
You'll like this machine.
I know.
You got boxes on yours still, and we started in 1965. John actually started out in his garage, and this is really a replica of the 1,500 square foot, less than a flat roof. They put a peak on it because we had it outside by the pavilion, and they actually picked it up and drug it over here and set it inside. This is the size of the shop he started with. He borrowed a little bit of money. There's the note on the wall back there and the check that he wrote out to Kinze Welding to buy the equipment that he put inside the shop to get the business started. And he was a farm kid. He grew up, you know, had a lot of ideas. I can remember the PCA building, which is now Farm Credit, had a bank. We borrowed money to feed cattle, and we'd stop up here way in the John Scale when I was a little kid. And we'd take them, it would go to Joslin, Illinois, and then it would come right back, and we'd deposit the check in the bank. Times were not good back then. But everybody asked, you know, what are you going to do when you get too big and you're going to run into that bank? And there was a huge parking lot between Kinze and the bank. It was all sorts of space. He says, I'll just buy it and build over it, and he did. I don't know what year it was that we expanded over it, but when I started in 2001, that bank was in the building. And my memory's back from the 70s and early 80s when we were doing the cattle feeding and stuff. So that was the engineering office for a long time. And it's now gone, and now we have lasers. One of the things he got into fairly early on was repowering tractors. The pt-2 was a beast of a machine, super heavy, had all sorts of tractions. The transmission and rear ends were bulletproof, but it had a 140 horse motor in it, so it was big at the time, but actually smaller than what it could handle. And he got to looking in the 8V71 with the bell housing is the exact same length as a 6-cylinder John Deere engine that was in there. So it fit perfectly, but then they took a clutch out of a semi because it needed more for torque, put in there, and gave it 318 horsepower. And I've got one, and I had a 7-bottom plow, and I plowed in second. If I got on the flat and really mellow ground, I could plow in third gear. This thing will plow with 7-bottom, that same plow in 7th gear, which is one below road gear. So it'll throw the dirt over the fence if you're I don't know how many tractors he's got over there, maybe 450 or 500. The last number I heard was like 450, but that was 5-6 years ago, and he still collects tractors. And over at the home farm, you can get on tractor tours a couple times a year.
Well, I remember,
they'll take you through that.
I remember when I was probably his age, no, I was a little bit older than him. It was actually when his daughter was engaged. She wasn't married yet. We went on a tractor tour, and he said that he made the comment that his wife wouldn't let him buy anymore or build any more buildings. So he started stacking tractors, and we took that tour and got to see.
Yeah, she said he shouldn't have any more than 650 tractors. So no matter how many he's got,
I think that,
650.
I think she's relaxed on that. I'm too sure they didn't build another building in the last couple of years to house some more tractors. And this is one of the very first, and I don't know if you've been following Kinze on Facebook, but they had a contest. Who still got the oldest running
I saw that,
grain cart? And I've got an old 400 that still has the pipe default auger over on it, but I'm an employee, so I couldn't enter. But we still use it from time to time. But he had a guy come in and say, you know, I'm tired of driving my combine to the truck when it's muddy, and I'm tired of driving my truck out to the combine. I don't like four-wheel wagons because they're slow and they bog down in the fields. I want something that will hold a truckload, unloads in, I don't know how many minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is. And here's a set of tires, build it around that. He got these from an auction off an old combine or something. So that's how the first 400 bushel grain cart came out. And really, they haven't changed, they've just gotten a lot bigger. You can fit 4 of these in one of the biggest ones and have a little room left over. He built this basically out of two 50-20s. Repowered. It's got separate everything, cooling systems, transmissions, clutch on this end, and same thing on the back end. He built the cab, built it with sand for soundproofing, and there was a tractor big enough to pull the plow.
It's got a big motor and front motor and a motor in the back.
Separate radiators, everything.
Now, did he have 2 of these, or is this the only one?
I think this is the only one.
Okay.
And they stopped letting him take it to the Farm Progress show after about 3 shows because they said if you're not gonna manufacture this commercially and offer it, you can't show it at the Farm Progress show. And by that time they must have had a tractor big enough to pull it.
Because the last time I saw this, it was in one of the barns over there.
Yep. Repowers kind of grew into 4-wheel drive tractors, the 40 series, 30 series, 40 series, 50 series. Were the ones primarily that got repowered. It was more probably 40 series than anything. They just put an 855 Cummins in them. Yep. We welded those frames, we painted them here. Those are all powder coat. He had somebody custom build the hood for him. removed the exhaust, changed the batteries a little bit, made things easier to access.
See if we got Kinze put on the oil dipstick.
So probably I have to ask you to not video once we get out into the factory. You can take a picture of the planter. We'll get you around the planter and take a picture of it. But we
I can
don't
hear
allow
'em.
people to video unless they have special
can
permission
hear.
from marketing. So I
Alright.
apologize for that. But
All right. So we're not allowed to film in the plant, but we will be able to see our planter. So next time you see me, you should see our planter. If you guys want to see more, subscribe for part 2.